Okay, today we're going to be playing How Can I Forget by MKTO. Now there's 4 different chords that you're going to be playing in this song. The first chord is A flat major with your first finger on the 4th fret of the 6th string. That's your root, the A flat note. And your second finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. That's your 3rd, that's a C natural. Now, there's only 2 notes there. The first, the root, and the 3rd. And they're spaced a 10th apart, so it's a major 10th. Now, all the chords here are going to be spaced a 10th apart. So you've got... The next chord you've got is an E flat major with the root note on the 6th fret of the 5th string, E flat, and the 3rd note on the 8th fret of the 2nd string, G. Then you've got a B flat major chord. That's got the root note on the 6th fret of the 6th string. That's a B flat. And the 3rd is on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. And then finally, you've got C minor. So your root note is a C on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and your 3rd note, your minor 3rd, is an E flat on the 4th fret of the 2nd string. Now, we'll go through the intro first, okay? In the intro, on beat 1, you play your bass note. You play bass, 3rd, slap. Now you slap your thumb on the 6th string for a percussive effect. Now when you're picking the bass note, you're doing that with your thumb, and then when you pick the 3rd, you do that with your index finger. Bass, 3rd, slap. Bass, 3rd, slap. So after that chord, you go through the rest of those chords. Now the rhythm is 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4. Now notice, every time you repeat that line, you come back to A flat on beat 1. That's the only root note that you've got on the beat. The rest of your root notes here you have off the beat. So they're on the and beat, the up beat. When you go to the verse, you start off on the beat. And then when you repeat back to the A flat again, you anticipate that and you play on the upbeat. So it starts off on the beat. The other thing that's different is that the first time through, you play it just like the intro, anticipate, and then the second time, you stay on B flat. You don't go to C minor on the second time. Now when you play the verse, apart from that very first note on the first time you play it, there's nothing on any of the downbeats. There's no notes on the downbeats. There's just a slap on beat 2 and a slap on beat 4, and everything else is on the upbeat. This is going to destabilize your sense of rhythm a little bit. So what I recommend doing is playing with the metronome. And so you'd put the metronome on 100. That's about the right tempo for this song. The other thing that you can do, so basically the issue when you don't play anything on beat 1 is you don't have a sense of where beat 1 is. So think about the lyrics. If you know the song really well, and I recommend always listening to the songs that you're learning how to play, listen to it over and over and over again until you're really familiar. Learn the lyrics. Think about the vocal part while you're playing the song. Now, I don't know all the lyrics to this song because I haven't really learnt it, but I know that the vocal part goes da 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 da. So the point is, there is a vocal syllable on beat 1, and there's a vocal syllable just before beat 1 on the beat 4 and. So if you keep the vocals in mind, that will actually cover that beat that you don't hear. And that will make it much more scaffold. That will scaffold all the beats that you need to play. We often take beat 1 for granted when we play guitar because we usually play something on beat 1. But when we don't, we have to think about beat 1 and whether you're tapping your foot on the 1, 2, 3. You see, I'm tapping on beat 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. What often happens when people play again and again and again, when you don't have anything in the background, something that could happen is you start thinking about it as if you're going 1, 2. You could think about it like that's beat 1 and it goes 1, 2 and that's wrong. It goes and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3. You see? So you got to keep yourself in the right spot, especially when you're playing with the metronome. You don't want to go. Even though you're playing everything in the exact same timing, if you're displaced by half a beat, that's really going to mess you up when it comes time to play with vocals, with a singer, with a band. Thank you for listening to this guitar lesson. For more of the same, subscribe and pay attention to my channel. You'll see me next time. Bye.